Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of my Gamer Husband podcast.
Being filmed on the first day of the new year. But you're going to see it in 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, something like that, because you got your...
But anyway, just a disclaimer. If this is your first time, my husband is a very unfiltered guy. If you don't like to hear truth bombs in a unsugar-coated way, then click away. This is not the podcast for you.
PC, not violence. That's why I'm off camera. No pussy talk here.
Husband, in this podcast, I'd like to talk about empowering your wife. Why did you empower me? Why do you think it's important to empower me? Because I've been seeing lots of comments in some of the YouTube videos that I have seen that it is really a bad idea to do that, because they're saying that once you empower your wife, that she's gonna suddenly find options and that she's gonna find somebody better than you and just leave the husband.
So you're saying keep her suppressed, keep her subjugated, keep her down here way low, so that you just have somebody to get your pee-pee wet and cook and clean and make you a sandwich. if that is your motive, then
why bother marrying?
Yeah, why bother marrying? Get a damn doll and put a robot pussy in it. That's gonna be better than any woman, anyways. And never look back.
Yeah, and
It just what's the point? What is the point?
exactly.
I wanted a companion. I wanted a friend. I wanted a partner in life. I wanted somebody that I could make plans and goals and work together with. Not somebody that's just gonna sit there as my subservient little wife to just cook and clean and take out the trash or raise the kids or what. No. I wanted a viable partner in life, and empowering you was absolutely the path that I chose. Well, it's a high risk. Yeah, it is. And so I've be on your game then, I guess. Hashtag get good.
But as a good Filipina myself, I really did not see it as a risk. I mean, why would I leave the person that I love? Why would I leave the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with?
Well, I mean, go look on YouTube and TikTok. It's filled with all kinds of women. They've been married. I've been married for 20 years. I left my husband, and now I'm alone, and I hate it. I wish I could go back, and he's enjoying life.
No, I mean,
you had a good thing going, and you burnt it to ash.
No, what I'm trying to say is, those women are the same shitty women, empowered or not empowered.
Yeah, and they should have been vetted and
Exactly.
passed on already decades ago. Like so these men that sit there and they cry and they and they squeal. Look, dude, fool me once, all right, shame on you, but fool me twice, shame on me. And when you see these guys that are complaining about women and they're on their second or third failed marriage, or they've just had a string of terrible women, maybe you do need to do a little soul searching and find out, it's a me problem, not just a her problem. Why take any kind of marriage or dating advice from somebody who's having failed relations? Like these I'm not gonna name names and pick fights. I'll choose my battles. Yes, it does happen. But when you see these vloggers or YouTubers and they're divorced and they're on wife number 2 or 3, or they're got a girlfriend and she's a single mother, and yet they're going to try to school you and give you dating advice.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no, just stop. Shut up. I'm not going to listen to you. And she left you? Oh, shocker. It didn't work out. You already had your red flags. That's why we need to do like a
red flag video.
Well, you got a red flag video, but
no, but with your take.
My take, yeah.
Yeah.
Just live, not live stream, but film me going through the dating app.
Okay, yeah, we
And
can do that.
and I'm like, wait, nope, single mother, nope, pass.
But anyway, let's stick to the.
You know how I feel about single mothers.
Yeah, I know. Let's stick to the empowering. Like, do not empower your
Okay,
Filipina.
fine. You want somebody that'll just sit there and make you a sandwich and be a bump on the log. Like, how is that any kind of fulfillment for you or her? Of course she's gonna leave. She's not happy or fulfilled.
Exactly.
Normalization happens after a couple of years, and the nostalgia of being taken out to new experiences in restaurants or whatever, that wears out, and you got to constantly keep pumping and feeding some kind of stimulation. That's why you get home at the end of the day and you're tired. You want to just kick back and relax, and she's been bored by herself all day.
Mm-hmm.
Idle hands are the devil's playground, or workshop, or whatever that expression goes.
Yeah. And so that's why they're saying, then don't take your Filipina to your home country.
Oh yeah, let's keep her in the Philippines suppressed too, because that's, again, you're still proving that you're useless and you have nothing to offer either, and that you're seeking nothing in return as well.
Yeah, if that is your only reason of holding back, or like,
get a doll. Just saying.
Yeah.
Get your post-nut clarity. And then be like, oh, yeah, never mind. Yeah.
And cool. I really hope that the women or the Filipina that are still in the dating scene or in the market right now, that they're going to vet too. That they shouldn't be.
No, they won't. They're going to be just as stupid as the men. They're going to be enamored by whatever. Oh, he makes $30,000 a year. Whoa. Okay. Let's look at her raise it. And then she gets over there and she's suddenly the exotic beauty and everybody is fawning all over her. Spoiler alert, of course that's what's going to end up happening. You brought nothing to the table yourself, and then she got elevated and found out that she had leveled up significantly while you were just a deadbeat loser anyways. No. You have to do some kind of planning and matching and foresight, and not just this, oh, she's just so beautiful and exotic, I'm going to marry her. I'll do whatever it takes. And I remember we were at Costco, and I think I told you about this. Mm-hmm. There's this just seared in my memory beauty. Like, she was phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
just unrealistically beautiful. And there's the husband pushing a cart, and his shoulders were all heavy and disheveled, and he was tired and worn out, and just this gorgeous bombshell, exotic beauty. And what's trailing around? I think there were three kids or four. I'm pretty sure it was three. But they were just climbing all over. They were stuffing things in the cart, and they were running up and down, and they were walking and pointing at this and grabbing that, and here's this poor chump just looking miserable, and she just walking around with an air of I don't care, and the kids are just wild and unruly. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. He saw the exotic beauty, but she already had three. And just so you know, they were not mixed children. They were all dark brown skinned, and they had the features of their father from overseas, not the American husband. And he was probably in his I'd say early 50s. And he just looked absolutely beaten and drained. And I, as soon as I saw that, the kids ripping around, I was like, you deserve everything that's coming your way, 100%, because you thought with your pee-pee first. And yes, she would have tempted me for a few minutes, and then I would have been like, pass. No fucking way. It's like, after you roll around and bump it a few times, a few months later, you're going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, if that's the only reason of marrying, no, that's not called marriage.
No, that's just, get a dollar a whore. Damn.
Yeah, or what if they're saying, honey, but that's what my Filipino wants. she said that she's fine of, just serving me and making me happy.
Well, keep polling her every 6 months to a year and find out. I mean, you're living with the person. Are they happy or are they complaining? Are they adding, oh, I want this or I want that? Is there satisfaction being expressed or is there dissatisfaction being expressed? Again, if you're an idiot, then you deserve everything coming your way, Morty.
I like the concept of normalization that you've somehow mentioned here in one of our videos, but I don't think people has really grasped that concept though. Can you elaborate on that, honey? Just for the people watching, the normalization.
Well, it's a psychological effect that usually happens. Typically, it takes about 2 to 3 years. I mean, it can maybe take 4 or 5 on the outside. But if I won the lotto today and I had $100 million Powerball lotto, I, just like anybody else, would be thrilled to shit and lose my mind. But after a few years, all the unhappy things would hit me. I'd still get depressed. I would still get sad. I would still be angry. The elation of the moment would eventually, the honeymoon phase, I guess.
All right. So if we would relate to that, to a Filipino American couple that chose to live here in the US, and when he brought the wife here, the wife is ecstatic, everything's amazing, and applying the concept of normalization, then the woman would start to be depressed and not contented and not happy and wanting more. So what can a man do to somewhat avoid the catastrophic
Well, that's
effect
why
of
I empowered
normalization?
you.
Exactly.
I empowered you because I was empowered. And together, our powers combined, it's like better than Captain Planet.
Yeah, that's why these men, they probably don't, or maybe they're just in denial, honey. They thought that if they're just gonna shower money and everything to the Filipina,
normalization's still gonna happen. Well, I'm giving her parents $300 a month allowance. Well, then her parents are pimping their daughter out, and that was their stipulation for you to get married with her, and that was their green light and their blessings, and they're whoring their daughter out. Oh, culturally find it offensive all you want, but that's a fact. This way it's been done for thousands of years. Well, I find it offensive to pimp your children out.
Or they could also say, but yeah, what's the point of empowering her or like helping her make her way up in the American society and make a name for herself or earn decent income for herself when she's just funneling everything to her family? What's the benefit for me? What's in it for me?
I vetted that with you clearly from the start while we were dating. Like, hey, you said I want X to go to my parents, and I had my mulling over time. Like, okay, if she wants to send $250 a month to her parents, but she's working and contributing to the household and everything, that's fine. I've already, I spent what, $15,000 on helicopters in the last few months. So I think it kind of balanced out to where it's not like you're going out and buying Prada bags or anything like that.
Oh no.
You know, your parents get their little token, but you're working for it. I'm not paying your parents. No way.
No.
Not a chance.
And it was established.
And it was established before we got married, while we were dating. This is the expectations. And I stuck to my guns. You didn't work for 8-9 months. And I think I bought him like 1 or 2 pigs or something over the course of that time.
And that's just
a lechon. It was a wedding gift or whatever. But no, I didn't. And they cried and squealed and read. It's like, no, you don't work, you don't eat. If I just decided to fuck off and not work, guess what? I wouldn't be eating. I'd be living on the street. So I put forth my own effort.
And also, like what you said, follow through. If you promised and agreed before getting married that you're okay, that she's going to be funneling all of her you don't care if she funnels all of her income to her family back in the Philippines, and you better follow through.
Yeah, what was that?
There are some, I've heard there are some couples.
I'll pay all the bills and I'll do all the work and earning, and then as soon as she got a job, she just sent it over to her family exclusively. Like, well,
what, did you agree on that? Was that your agreement prior to marriage? Because I've heard there are couples who are like that, because they don't care. They don't care. Like he doesn't care. He has his own money anyway, and he.
Well, that's another thing that we did that we definitely are not the norm is we don't separate our funds and finances. It all pools together into the same banks.
Yeah, because prior to getting married, call it transactional, but prior to getting married, we agreed what kind of goals that we're gonna pursue as a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are the family goals?
How
the finances? How are we gonna achieve those goals?
Yeah. And from day one, that's how I kept my word. As soon as you got over here, we got you enrolled and put into bank accounts. We got your names added to everything. It was all done equal because that was the plan. Well, she could betray you at any moment. Like, well, what? Yeah, you're married. It's playing with snakes. Anybody can betray anybody. Well, what if she divorces you? So she divorces me and takes half of what she earned. Oh, okay. Oh, I divorce her and I take half of what I earned.
And with the husband and with the rate of my annual increase, looks like I'm gonna be earning more than you here in a few years.
I thought you already were.
Oh yeah, actually, because of my bonus.
Yeah, when you figure in your annual bonuses.
Yes.
But I oh yeah, you've been earning more than me for quite a while. Spoiler alert, folks. I still get way more perks and toys and fun or whatever than I ever did when I was on my own. And I'm way happier than I ever was on my own. I have a family, and I feel far better satisfaction in life than I ever did on my own. And I won't speak for her. I'll let her smile and nod or say whatever.
Because I'm going to do a video.
Do you feel better?
Of course, by a landslide. Yeah.
So 5 years in, normalization has happened, and I'm happy with our normalization. I think it's plenty cool. Can somebody always want more? Of course. Greed is always a factor, but plenty
and normally
happy.
between the two of us, it's me who has that like drive to wanting and achieve more, and it's my husband's like, we're already good.
Yeah, we are.
Do not stress yourself, like, because I don't know, for some reason, because I'm used to, like, I always have a hustle on the side aside from my like main income. You know what? You know what I mean, honey? But then my husband was like put me into perspective. And yeah, that's another thing that I like about my husband too. Probably because he's older than me, so he has more experience, and of course I keep an open mind, and I always listen to my husband's counsel. You know, I'm just a human being. Sometimes I'm tempted to pursue some endeavors that would probably stress me, but would give me lots of money. And my husband's like, no, Arlene.
I'd rather be unhappy rich than unhappy poor. Of course, anybody can agree with that. But I would also rather be happy and comfortable than stressed out trying to squeeze out just a couple extra drops of blood. Like, at the end of the day, it's pieces of paper with green ink on it.
Yeah, it's fiat. It's fiat currency.
Yeah.
Once the government prints money, woof, the value of that.
Yeah, so
and it's a different topic.
You got food on the table. We got a roof over our head. We got clothes. We go out and we have fun. We get to hang out and play with the kids. I mean,
and that because you empowered your wife.
Yeah.
Oh, and another thing, I think one of the beautiful things that I read here on my channel is that the guy said he is very grateful that he did what he did, which is empowering his wife. It's because he's now at peace that whatever happens to him, that his wife can take care of his son that's being left. But if you don't empower your wife, and what if you're gonna be suddenly be out of the picture? What happens then? You're too selfish for me to not empower your wife. And like I said, if your mindset is just to have somebody who can make you a sandwich, clean your house, that's not a wife, that's a maid.
Yeah.
So why are you marrying, or why bother getting married if that's your only drive to have somebody in your life. Period.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you've and that's her goal is to just be a bump. Wow, so fulfilling. Okay, how dare you bash stay-at-home wives? Like, okay, and then when you're angry or upset or dissatisfied and you've left your husband because you think you can do better, like that now we know.
No, it's another story as well, as man, to stay at home or being dumbed down, like being treated like a child. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
You
Well,
said
that's why I warned you in advance of Karens and cancers and let the women yap and run their mouths about their their trashy boyfriends, and it's like, yeah, well, you're plowing through them left and right. Never trust somebody who complains about their crazy ex,
oh yeah, that
because chances are they were the crazy ex, or they have just terrible discernment anyways. So
mhm.
and you got schooled so that when you went into these environments and you saw these cancerous women around you, you knew exactly what to watch for, and you just sat there and you smiled and you nodded. Yeah, okay. Wow, my
Oh,
husband's right. He did see the future.
I just want to clarify too, because probably you're wondering like what kind of person I marry, because like normally, like it's very rare nowadays to that a Filipina will find a Westerner that hasn't been married. And my husband said that never take an advice for somebody that has failed relationships. And yes, everybody, my husband has never been married. In fact, he almost did not want to get married. Right, husband?
Yeah. Well, the only reason that I was gonna went after any of this is because I've I wanted a family. I wanted children, offspring, progeny. That's your claim at immortality.
But I also do believe, husband, that God intended you to marry, just as He intended me to get married.
You mean like one-itis, like the one?
No, 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 no. What I'm saying is like
I've heard the whoa, she's the
you
one.
were
Like,
you were steered to go back to the Eden, like find a wife, because that's your destiny. Like
uh,
that's what God intended you to do. Just like that's the desire that He put in my heart as well. You know. So yeah, that's our rant for today, guys. If you like this, let us know in the comment section. If you don't, then
oh, I'm sure they'll hear all about how you don't. Your husband's such a piece of shit. He's an ass. I
other
hate him.
people,
He's so mouthy and cocky. Like, why isn't he on the camera? Well, cancel culture, ladies and gentlemen. I
mm-hmm,
mean, I suppose I could come in with a luchador mask or whatever you call, like the little like a Power Rangers helmet on.
uh-huh.
No, otherwise I'm just some random mouthy guy who may or may not be your husband, claims to be your husband, but there's no real proof of that. So cancel me.
All right.
Yeah, fuck you.
And if you like this podcast, and if you want to support the channel further, you might want to join the membership on this channel. And when this channel hits, let's say 20 members, let's do an exclusive live stream, and you can ask, and you can discuss with my husband live here on my channel. What do you think about that?
Oh, luchador mask. That was the word I was grasping for.
Oh.
I called him a
Anyway,
Power
guys,
Ranger helmet.
if you want to check out our video on like the mistakes Westerners make when dating a Filipina, check out this video. Or if
Thinking
you
with your
wanna,
PP, that's the number one
yes,
cause.
so it's discussed here in this video. And then if you want to see more of my videos, dating tips and marrying advice, if you ever want to call that, basically we're just sharing our experience. Anyway, this is the playlist, and I hope to see you again next time.
Don't marry single mothers.
Bye for now. Have a great day, all of you.